Paul Skenes in the brutal debut that he had, he just got shelled. I feel like an absolute dunce, by the way. I had a strikeouts bet for him for opening day. What a moron. He's going to get 6.5 strikeouts. He gets pulled after the second inning, 37 pitches trailing 5-2. Now it's worth pointing out that O'Neal Cruz, the fingers pointed at you, misplayed a fly ball that allowed 3 runs to come in. So he was set up for failure. This is the reigning Cy Young winner. There's been a lot of fanfare recognition for Skenes becoming one of the faces of the league. And it's been one of the talking points for the MLB on how there's now more relatable stars in the sport than there was in that previous gap where it felt like there was nobody that you could really latch onto. This is an awful way to start the season. I'm not waving the red flag of saying, oh my God, he's screwed. This is a huge problem. Sure. But I feel like this is a bit troubling.
Yeah, it's not how you want to start the year. Getting pulled after 2/3 of an inning, 2 outs you got in your debut of the season. That is a bad feeling. And you know what? Pittsburgh kind of battled back. They kept it close in this game versus the Mets. It's always the Mets. Leave it on the Mets. Not getting your strikeouts. And he probably would have got his strikeouts if he got out of the first. Like that's how good Paul Skenes is. But your cursed ass, which I don't want you doubling up on me in baseball season. I'm invoking this bet, this thing, by the way.
Relax.
Because the Cubs lost to the Nats, who put a 10 spot on them.
Did they?
We can't take the same bets because you got some bad energy about you right now. Nice 4 strikeouts, Aaron Judge.
I'm probably in the...
Were you 0-3? I think you were 0-3. Golly.
I am in the coldest betting stretch of my life. Seriously, that's not hyperbole. I think I'm like... Not even joking. I think I'm like 5-25.
Sure.
Over the past week and a half.
That's nothing. I had an NFL stretch this year that was vomit inducing. I did a bit on the Paul Skenes video for the Sports Geek, being overreactive guy and knee-jerk baseball fan. Because there are people that believe that. They're like, oh, he exerted too much energy in the WBC. He should have focused and just been in spring training in Florida or Arizona, wherever Pittsburgh goes, and not even dedicated at any time. Maybe then he would have gone out and performed. It's Paul Skenes, man. It's Paul Skenes. We've seen him. I am officially only calling him the Big Horse from now on because that's my favorite nickname for him. He's the Josh Allen of the MLB. Josh Allen's the Big Horse. Paul Skenes is baseball's Big Horse. He's going to go get it done. This is a guy that can win 20 games in the MLB in a season as a pitcher. And they don't even let pitchers go out there and win games anymore because they yank them when it's too early. But he could still do that. I'm holding faith. I think he is a total stud. I just think that it's just a nasty way to start the year. It's just like...
Yeah, it's a bit of a... Well, especially because...
What did I do today?
The Pirates have generally been under the gun of being one of the cheap franchises, and they've got this superstar, and the one guy who's supposed to kind of keep you above board, above level, really significantly underperformed, and coming off of an awesome performance in the WBC too, which you brought up, is that recovery, timeline, attention, preparation. Is he being set up for failure because he didn't have that time to get into some sort of a rhythm with his team? I don't know how that necessarily works.
These guys have played baseball games their whole life. It's like,
I know. That's why I don't really put a lot of stake in that, because it makes me feel like if you're out there and you're a competitor, I think that it's far better for you to go out there and pitch at the WBC and get a game environment and then just immediately like I actually legitimately, part of my thought process was with the strikeout bet, he pitched so well, you would think that he'd be coming off of that thinking he'd have confidence in himself. And he seems like a pretty confident athlete that he would just immediately step in against the Mets and maybe not smoke them and shut them out, but would at least get 7 strikeouts and have a nice opening day start for the Pirates. And that did not come to fruition whatsoever.
No, it really didn't. It really did not.
I pulled some stats just to put in a context of some other guys that were Cy Young winners the next year that were absolutely atrocious. I'm not saying that this happens to Paul Skenes, but these were some interesting examples. Blake Snell, Cy Young in 2018. He went 6-8 with a 4.29 ERA the next year.
That was a bad year.
Dallas Keuchel won it in 2015. Next year, he had a 4.55 ERA.
He didn't have a good year after that either.
No, he had a real down
right off.
Well, a lot of these guys had some pretty bad downward slides. Rick Porcello, 2016, went 11-17 with a 6.65 ERA the next year. 2012, R.A. Dickey won the Cy Young. He went 14-13. God, remember R.A. Dickey?
You're R.A. Dickey.
14-13, 4.21 ERA. Steve Stone, 1980, 4-7 in 1981, 4.60 ERA. Lamar Hoyt in 1983, he won the Cy Young Award. He finished 13-18 with a 4.47 ERA. And then Bob Welch, 1990, 12-13 the next year for the 4.58. So it feels like if there is a fall off for Skenes, that yes, this is a bad list. But if your ERA jumps to the 4s and if, say, the Pirates do end up being dog-ass this year and his record isn't great, I don't think it would be sound the alarm. But the thing that's a little troubling is a lot of these guys ended up their careers ended up collapsing after, after these seasons.
Yeah, I think they were a little deeper into their careers than Skenes was.
Well, that's why I hold optimism that this is going to be fine.
Well, he's got to climb out of a 65.85 or whatever ERA that he's got right now after 2/3. Jesus Christ. He will. He'll be fine. He'll probably be a 3 guy this year, which is still great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he'll be fine.